Hey. Well, welcome to First Draft Diaries episode 6. I'm Brittany. If you're new here, hi, thanks for joining. If you're coming back, what's up? Leave a comment below if you've watched before. This is episode 6, which is exciting because I didn't really think this far ahead. So I'm excited we're still doing it. I'm going to go ahead and create a playlist of all the episodes that have been filmed. You'll find that link below. And so today is Father's Day, June 21st, and we are fishing. I have a goal for June to get to chapter 30. Well, finish chapter 30, start July with chapter 31. I believe you can do it, okay? I believe I can do it. Okay, so the goal is in what? Like 9 days? 9 days? That's 9 days. More seaweed. In 9 days, I have to be done with chapter 30. I can do it. Honestly, if I do the next 3 days each chapter, then that's 6. I have wiggle room. Okay. So let's get started on chapter 29. Well, let's get started because I already started it. Let's hop right back in. I'm going to read what I wrote already. And if I find that helps, kind of get into it. And then I'm going to go ahead and just write. I have a kind of a brief vision of what I want it to look like. I kind of wrote that down the other day. I'm going to play with that. But I'm just going to free write and see what happens. So let's get some writing done. And remind me later at home to go ahead and show you the word count. I like to put the word count in for each video. I want to see where we're at, just for my own record keeping, and for you guys to see also, what that looks like. I don't know. I have no idea about how word count works by the end of a book, but I know that I don't know what it looks like or how that works, and I can't wait to see what that comes to be as I continue to write this book. If I haven't mentioned it before, I'm currently working on my first novel. Pause. Mom life. So like I was saying, I'm currently writing my debut novel. It is a romance. I don't know if I would necessarily call it contemporary romance or what. I don't know what category it falls into. I feel like I want to complete the second draft before I really nitty-gritty it down. It currently does not have a title. It is unnamed, uncategorized, and it is unfinished. And so we are going to figure out all of those things. But I'm excited. I'm excited to get into where we are. I'm excited to write the ending of it. Again, we are 6 chapters away from the end. We are so close, but still I feel so far. Okay. And the last vlog I mentioned, I'm just currently not feeling the story. And I think that kind of happens to all authors. And as you're writing, you just find yourself uninterested and frustrated by what you're writing. And so hopefully I can go ahead and fall back in love with it towards the end, or even if we have to struggle through it all the way till the end. But I know that I'm writing a story that I'm proud of. I know I reread some of the things I've already written, and I'm like, wow, I wrote that? That's so good. I have really good ideas for what the story to go, and I'm excited about those things. Am I loving where I'm at right now? In the writing process? No, I'm frustrated because I haven't written the way I want to, but life is happening. We're finishing school at home. We're homeschooling. School's finishing and we're home. It's just everything's busy, okay? There's a lot happening at once. We just can't over being sick. So, there are a lot happening that's factoring into this writing, slump. It's not a slump because just the writing down that I feel in. So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get to that, and then hopefully not get eaten by mosquitoes out here. Fingers crossed to that. Okay, I'll let you know when we're done. I'll check back in. Let you know if we've written, how much we've written, where we're at. Okay. Remind me though. Don't let me not pick you guys up. What's wrong with you? Tell you something. Say something. Okay. My legs are covered in bug spray. They are covered in bug spray. Just the way I like it. This is me. It's much later. It is almost midnight. It's 11:40 something, 11:50 something. And I got some writing done. I'm happy to report that I'm doing some real words, okay? I should get my laptop and figure out the word count, but I don't feel like getting up. So let me see if I can figure it out on my phone. But I have gotten some writing done, so I'm excited about that. And so I'm going to keep doing that tonight. I'm going to see how far I get. I'm going to just, let it all flow to me as it has been. I just wanted to make sure I checked in and let you guys know, we're on a good place. Our characters are doing things that honestly, I'm proud of her for. I didn't expect. She's also showing me a side of her humor that I hadn't uncovered yet. And so, that's fun to play with and fit that in. I'm sure we'll love doing that in draft 2. I feel like it makes it a little easier. I feel like I spent the first half of this draft really not knowing I want to say more than half of the draft, not knowing exactly who they were. I guess I hadn't dug deep enough, and so I feel like now we're going to get the chance to do that. So I'm excited about it. I'm nervous. I don't know why, like, writing and getting closer to the end makes me nervous, I guess because I've never done it before. So, you know, we're going to get there. You guys are going to join me. Let me know, have you guys, how many of you have really finished? Okay, it's the next day. It's Monday, June 22nd, and I wanted to make sure I pulled up the word count, and I also wanted to know how many words I wrote yesterday, because I did get some good writing in, and so I wanted to see, like, how much of that chunk, you know, what did that count for in words, and also just kind of see where we're at in the story. You know, I said I was going to show you guys yesterday, didn't get around to it, so I want to make sure I go ahead and show you now. We're hanging out in bed, kids are asleep, I'm just hanging out, eating gummy bears. They're not bears, they're whatever the 4th of July summer flavors are for these. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm gonna do some writing. It's 10:53. Honestly, I just kind of want to just get some words in for today and watch some TV after this. So let's do that. And I know that in where I'm at currently, actually, do you guys want to see the word count? Let me show you. Okay, so here we are yesterday. That's what I wrote. And then here we are in total. That's exciting. I've never written that many words of anything. And so this is like a huge number for me. It's exciting. And then I can see, like, on the side, I open like little tabs in my document. With each tab was a different chapter. Anyways, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters left. We're 6 chapters away from the end. And again, that's just what is plotted out. And the last chapter I did, I think I left room for an epilogue, which at the moment, I have no idea what that would even be. Because we're still trying to figure out what the story is, how it's going to end. Like, I know how it's going to end, but, like, how is it really going to end? I don't know. It hasn't been written yet, so I need to be writing that. Again, it's June 22nd. The goal is to get to the end of chapter 30 by June 30th and start July with chapter 31. And that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 chapters in July, because I want to be done writing this by August and have August to kind of shelve it and let it sit, and then re-enter the world and get into like rereading and edits in September. School starts again in September, so like that's like a crazy time. But no, I think a reread, note taking, and jumping back in like doing editing. Honestly, that might be like perfect timing for that. Just like a nice little escape from everything else I'm doing. Anyways, that's so irrelevant at the moment. Let's get to writing chapter 29. Hey, it's been a few days, okay? And we need to talk about the fact that it is June 27th. And I said I was going to have chapters 29 and 30 written by the end of June. The end of June is 3 days away. And so therefore, there's no either. I'm going to do it. My self-imposed deadline will be met. Sorry if I shake the camera. I'm going to meet it. There's no other option. So the next 2 days, it's Saturday, I'm just going to start writing. And I'm going to get as many words in as possible. It is noon, and I can get a good chunk done. I feel like I got some time throughout the day. There's some time at night when the kids are asleep that I'll be able to get like a lot of words done. But for now, I think it's going to be, we're going to kill it. Because I have to. Like, I'm telling myself I'm going to kill it simply because I'm telling myself I have no choice to get it done, to get the words in, to get them down. So, we're going to go ahead and write today. Hopefully, we can at least finish chapter 29 today. But I really do want to go ahead and, like, once I finish chapter 29, I would love to flow straight into 30. I feel like where we're at in the story, like, they will be very closely, just feel like it should flow. But then again, I haven't written anything yet, so I don't know. But before I do start writing, I'm sitting outside reading. Got this book from the library. It's called Phil Tilt by Emma Scott. I don't know anything about it. I read a bit of the back, and then there was like too many words. But the quote on top says, "I would love you forever if only I had the chance." And that for me was it. I feel like I'm going to sob. I feel like this is going to break my heart, but that's what I want. Okay, from the first 2 pages that I've read, it feels like I'm going to cry. But that's what I want in a book. I want a book to wreck me in the best way. You know, I want to be heartbroken. I want to be shocked. I want to feel all the feelings. I want to feel excitement over whether it's a love story or whatever, or the way they've come together, or the life they've created, whatever. I want to feel something, and that book's gonna make me feel something. So I'm excited to read it. So I'm gonna be out here reading to get my head into the world of words. Because I find that when I don't read before I start writing, I forget lots of words exist, and I tend to use maybe I don't write as descriptive or emotionally tied as I could. It all feels very surface level. So I'm going to spend at least a good 20 minutes reading and then head inside, see what the kids are doing. So I'm going to head inside and then do some writing. You know, normal things. Can we believe we're almost there? I have to stop worrying about that and get these 2 chapters done. Maybe that's what this vlog will be. You and me? We're going to finish chapter 30 together. And please, 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 please let that be before July 1st. By June 30th at midnight, I'm going to be done with chapter 30. Mark my words. We're going to do it together. And, like, if I'm not writing, like, say something. You guys have to say something. You have to remind me. Like, I have ADHD. Like, you've got to remind me sometimes, okay? Okay, don't let me forget. Don't. Okay, is this lighting okay? Is this, I don't know. I have no idea how this looks right now, but how do we look? I'm using the light from my phone. Not from my phone. I'm filming my phone. I'm looking at the light from my laptop. So hopefully this works. Anyways, it is 9:37. The kids are officially in bed. That part of my day is done. I've gotten some writing done, but not as much as I would have liked, simply because, again, there's so much happening with 2 kids here. So I'm hoping that I could write a bunch to midnight, at least get near the end of chapter 29. I'm not looking for a perfect chapter, simply because I know when we reach draft 2, there's going to be so much, I don't think it's like story premise that's going to be changing, but a lot of, backstory and how things happen, and so it's going to change the way this chapter ends up being anyways, and I know that, but I do know the general direction of the chapter. Not kind of like, I don't know how to describe it without giving away too much. I think I need to find that balance with sharing with you guys, like, what am I willing to share? Again, this is the first draft. I know so much is going to change. So honestly, our MMC is going to change a bit. The way I started writing him, like, can I say a little soft? Not that I intended to do that, but he turned out a little soft, and I don't like that. And I need him to be a bit more like, I was going to just say machismo, but, like, that's not it. I want him to be so firm in himself that he has an established career, he has an established life, and all now that he's missing is the one thing he's never allowed himself, and that is that relationship, that is that love. He never wanted to get distracted, coming from the past that he had and the upbringing, and so now he's finally ready to let people in, and he only wants her, you know? He only wants her. Okay, he's been very selective, and there's something about her that he's like, yep, I want it to be that he has. Am I giving away too much? I think I'm giving away too much. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to write, but just know things are changing. And it's really hard to write Jesse now and know that these changes need to happen. And I kind of go back and forth like, oh, I should write the changes now, like for this chapter and like going forward. And that's what I've been trying to do. But I just know, like, I don't know the full backstory, and I don't know how some of it ends up here. I don't even know if I'm making sense. Anyways, we're going to get to writing, and we'll see where we're going to end up. I want to go to bed by like midnight. It's 9:39. Let's see how many words. It's not even about how many words. It's about how far I can get by midnight. See you then. Hello. I might be in the same spot, but it is not the same day. It's actually 2 days later. Saturday night, I did get some writing done, and then mom life called. So I had to put down the writing and do some, mom things. Then Sunday, I woke up very unwell. Very unwell. So I spent pretty much more than half the day just resting, in bed, going to the bathroom, in bed, going to the bathroom. TMI, I'm sorry, but it was a lot. Stomach unwell, not feeling great. Anywho, today is now Monday. Actually, yesterday I did get some words in because by like 4 o'clock I was feeling much better. I felt better, and I tried to redeem myself. I made a good recovery in life, not in writing. So today we're gonna make sure we get some writing done. It is Monday. It is now 1:46. I've done all the major things I need to get done today. My non-negotiables are done, but also writing was one of those non-negotiables, so we have to do that. But also, I've got other things to do to make our day run functionally. So while the kids are doing their thing, I'm gonna fold laundry for 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna write for 10 minutes. I'm gonna do laundry for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to write for 10 minutes. I need to get as many words in as possible. My goal is still to reach July 1st and be at chapter 31. So that means by today and tomorrow, I need to finish chapter 29 and 30. And so, let's see if I can do it. I'm going to try. I have a little cameraman behind the camera with a cute little smile. Okay, so I finished the folding clothes way faster than I thought. It was truly just 10 minutes of folding. So the clothes are folded. So I'm just going to get to writing. There are some, I feel like I have to go back and just kind of rewrite maybe the last, 50 words I wrote. I just don't like where it's going. So let's go ahead and do that. Leave it alone. And let's get moving. Yeah, and then let's get writing. Okay, so the last 50 words I think need to be deleted, and then we can go from there. So let's go ahead and read what we have, read what we wrote, and make some changes as needed. I have to make the kids a snack plate, but we will get these words in. Okay, let's get started. It's a bit later, but we've been writing. We're in the bathroom now as the kids take a bath, and I am writing. But then also, I'm in the bathroom when the kids take a bath, and I quickly realized the fact that I forgot to write part of the chapter. That's pretty important. Skipped right over it. So, backwards we go. And then also, I was realizing, I was thinking, why does something feel like it's missing? Something is missing. A big part of the chapter is missing. Of course, it's a hard time writing it. How about it? I just had to re-record this clip because of audio just wasn't working before. It turns out I just didn't have the mic on. So, mic is on now. I am now talking. Can you hear me? Let's make sure you can hear me first. Holy fuck. Okay, something inside fell and scared me. It's 9 o'clock. We're writing. Kids are asleep. We're getting into it, okay? I've done this clip so many times I don't even know what to say anymore. Anyways, let me think for a second. Okay, I'm sitting outside. I'm writing on my phone, okay, because that's where I was kind of doing everything earlier. And if I switch to my laptop, then I just I won't write. I'll get distracted with Pinterest or something. So while I was using my laptop earlier, now we're using my phone. And yeah, so chapter 29 was going and going until it wasn't going, and I realized something was wrong. Okay, there was a scene in the chapter completely missing, completely skipped over it, although it's one that was important. And I couldn't figure out what was happening. I didn't even realize the scene was missing until I read everything I had written, read a little bit of chapter 28, Then I went back and I was like, wait, what? Wait a fucking minute. I went to my notes in like my other document that just has notes, and I realized I was missing a pretty important part of the story, or the one that gave the momentum towards towards the end of the book. Words are so hard for me right now. I need to stop talking and just get writing. But I want to fill you guys know where I'm at. So I'm doing that. I'm currently fitting that part in. I basically just rewrote the whole thing. And yeah, we're going to see where we end up. I'm not worrying about my self-imposed deadline of, chapter 31 by July 1st. Like, I'm going to get there, but if I'm still writing chapter 30 on July 1st, like, that is so okay. It's Monday, July 1st is Wednesday. Okay, and there's a lot happening between here and now and then. Um, I also have to remember, like, I'm writing this book in pockets of time in my very busy life. If you guys are, if this is the first video you're watching, or if you only watch the first draft diary series, just know that I'm a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling 2 kids, and we're almost done with our school year. But like, it's a lot. Like, all of it's just a lot. It's a lot, and so we're living, we're trying, and we're doing it, and I'm doing it well. Okay, we're doing it well. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna keep writing. My words are failing me. I would say I'm gonna check in later, but somehow I always forget that. So if you remind me, great. If I remember, even better. But let's see what we can do. I really want to get to chapter 30 tomorrow at least. Like, at some point, I would like to wrap up chapter 29 and just slide my way into chapter 30. Keep momentum going. But we'll see where we end up. I feel like this is gonna be a very long vlog. I'm sorry. If you guys are still watching, make sure you leave a comment below. What's the book you're reading right now? Let me know. Okay, mid-writing pause. Mid-writing. Yeah, mid-writing pause. I'm making myself dinner. It's what, 10:39. I'm making rice, putting some orange chicken in the oven. Gonna make some soup dumplings. Anyways, I'm writing. I'm loving the scene I'm writing right now. I just wanted to come on a document that I needed you guys to know, and myself in the future to know, that right now this scene, chapter 20, going up the stairs, I'm loving it. Okay, I'm gonna get back to writing and making dinner, but both at the same time. So good. Okay, bye. It's bedtime, but I wanted to go ahead and close out, just the night with this update. Like, I've been writing all night. We're getting there. We're getting towards the end. We're almost there. So I'm gonna go ahead and write until I fall asleep, basically. Okay, and then we'll check back in the morning and continue. It's officially like midnight, 1:30. I said midnight and then 1:30. I'm probably sure it's 1:30 though. Okay, I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, hello. It's June 30th. I haven't written anything all day, so the odds of me finishing chapter 29 and 30 by July 1st are pretty slim to none. But that's okay, because I'm going to finish chapter 29 today. And that's alright with me. There's been a lot happening. Life happens. Life comes up. I don't always get the chance to finish writing. But like I said, writing is happening in the midst of real life. And what I wrote last night was so good. So I want to get back in the flow of things. It's 9 o'clock, and I have all night to do it. And I'm going to make sure that I get this chapter done tonight. I'm going to do it. If you get another, like, last clip check-in of me in bed, like, it is what it is. It's done. And that's what I'm manifesting for myself. It's going to happen. I'm going to finish chapter 29 tonight. I know you guys are probably really tired of me hearing me say I'm going to do something, and then it doesn't happen. But I'm trying. I really am trying. It's just writing in these small pockets of time while life is happening around is really hard. And then having the small pockets of time be at the end of the day, and sometimes I just feel brain dead. Like, words just don't work. So right now my brain is fully functioning. I'm outside. It's been a great day. Like, when I say great day, it's been a great day. And yeah, and I want to keep it going. So join me as I write for the rest of the night. Let's see how much we get done. I wanted to make sure I showed you my starting word count for the night, the day, whatever it is. 72,000 words. And so let's see what we close chapter 29 out with.